Hello, my friends. Internet marketing guru Jay Madhav. Today, I'd like to talk about something vitally important, and that is your websites and what it should include and what it may be missing. Because you can go and spend as much money as you want on someone like me that will do great internet marketing and drive and make good and create great visibility of your site on Google search results pages in front of prospective customers who will click it and end up going through your site, but you may lose a lot of customers because your site is not designed to be consumer friendly. Okay, it's going to affect your conversion and lead to a high bounce rate. Bounce rate meaning they get on your site, they don't go to a second page, they're disinterested, they're confused by the navigation, they're not sure what the business is about or how to contact you, they bounce off, they go elsewhere, probably your competitor's site. Okay, that's a huge problem for two reasons. We see a lot of outdated sites, and we see a lot of business owners who quite frankly don't want to spend the dollars. I consider it being cheap. Don't want to spend the dollars on building a nice new slick website. That is your brand, folks. That is your interface to your audience. They don't know anything else about you. They've never met you as the business owner. They don't know how charming you are. They don't know how good looking your staff is. They don't know how wonderful your services are, how wonderful your products are. They may not yet know what previous customers of yours and what glowing testimonials they have to offer. They only know their website and what it communicates to them, and a lot of it are the intangibles. So let's start there. First of all, I hope we established you need a good website, and if you don't have one, don't start doing internet marketing because you're wasting dollars. Again, I can get people to your site, but your site may be losing customers and conversion. Okay, now, with that put aside, spend the money, get a nice, good site developed. And in my field, we do that on behalf of the customers. And when we see a need to develop good marketing elements on the website that are missing, we bring that to their attention and we're honest and upfront about it. Okay, and we build that into our proposals. It should go without saying, but I'll have to say it anyways. As soon as someone arrives at your website, the top of your page, every page, the header, without having to scroll down, has to include a few important things. It should immediately tell people who you are, what you do, and how to reach you. Okay? Name of your company, service that you're in or business that you're in, industry that you're in, and how to get a hold of you, phone number. If that's missing, you're already losing customers right away. I can guarantee you that. Not everyone has the time to scroll down. Another common mistake is pages with too much content, rather. People don't want to book, right? They don't want to book on every page where they have to go scroll down. The third thing is poor navigation, where they're trying to find information on a particular topic. Let's say that you're a plumber. Let's say that your specialty is actually something that not everyone does. It's repairing pools and the plumbing for pools and rerouting your sewage lines so that a pool can be, backyard can be dug up and a pool can be installed and built in there, and your plumbing lines will still be functioning and active. Okay, so that is a bit of a niche service in and of itself. Let's say I'm considering building a pool in my backyard. I find your website in the process of conducting my research, but I can't find any information on your site easily, okay, in 3 clicks or less, that talks about your ability to do that, to reroute plumbing lines, to install pools, and your skill set in those areas and your competencies and videos of your work and pictures of your work, even if it has to link to your YouTube page and so, or your Facebook page, and so on and so forth. So complexity of navigation is a problem. All of these things combined lead to what we in our field call high bounce rate. And again, I'll repeat what that is. And you just all trackable, by the way, with Google Analytics. I can give you the statistics, the data on this every day, every week, every month. How many people get to your site? From where do they get to your site? And how many people actually spend 5 seconds on a page that they landed on and then leave your site? You don't want your bounce rate to be high. It's never going to be zero. You're not going to retain every single person. If your bounce rate is 50%, that's usually pretty healthy actually for most businesses. If 70%, we've got some work to do on investigating why you're losing site visitors and why they're bouncing off your site. What is it that's disinteresting to them? Is it too much copy? Is it overwhelming amount of reading? Is it intimidating to them? Can they not easily navigate and find the information that they're looking for? I mean, these are the things that we would have to research and then address subsequently. Okay? And speaking of which, you maybe now, that kind of leads, begs the question, well, Jay, how much time should I expect a visitor to spend on my site or a page on my site? Because again, we have Google Analytics that tells us this information. Which pages do they go to? How much time do they spend on each page? How much time do they spend on each site? What is the funnel that they came in from? Which page they start? Which page do they go to next? Which page do they go to? So which page in the flow, visitor flow, did you lose them? Right? These are all pieces of data that someone like me has to have access and has to know, so we can in a data-driven and strategically processed way do work correctly. Okay, not ad hoc bullshit like you hired a college student that has no real-world experience on this. Okay, our field is very sophisticated today. It's very strategic and it's very data-driven, and analytics is key to determining next steps for marketing actions. So let me go back to my question. My question is, Jay, how long should we expect to retain someone on our site? There's no hard and fast rule as far as should it be 20 seconds, should it be 45 seconds, should it be a minute, should it be 2 minutes. The answer is very simple. The answer is you should retain that visitor as long as it takes for them to get enough information and feel comfortable about your business and confident in its integrity and it's a valid business, where they pick up the phone and call, where they actually follow through with the call to action. So they pick up the phone and call, ask more information, make an appointment, or they submit a form for more information, or they take the email and they email. There's a call to action you have to generate for customer acquisition. So, to summarize, how long do we need them to be on the site? Only long enough for them to take that call to action and increase your likelihood of them becoming a prospective customer and increase your conversions, which means new customer signups and new revenue. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk about today, because I get a lot of cases where I inherit shitty sites and people expect me to do miraculous things, and sometimes I can in terms of getting them tremendous visibility and sending them loads of traffic and qualified traffic, but people see the site as just outdated, poorly navigatable, poor content, hard to find information, terrible imagery of work that they've done, nothing that sells the business and sells the service over a competitor, and they lose interest and they go somewhere else. So your site can be doing you the biggest disservice in gaining customers. And as a business owner and as a marketing professional working with you in partnership to help you grow your business, I feel an obligation and a duty to let you know that and bring that to your attention. My name is Jay Madhav. Thank you for listening.